Freshi, big fan. I had a friend that played Minecraft with me and he made videos, but his are kinda weird or unusual, I guess. Check out the channel here when you can. Kind regards, Spectre. So I loaded up his channel and yeah, I found a series of weird Minecraft videos with unusual titles, but little did I know, this was the beginning of an interesting story. And it all started with this video right here.
Can't believe it's been 2 days since we made this server. Yeah, I know, right? Cool TBH. LOL. Should we get some wood or something? Yeah, I can get it if you want. Alright, sounds good, LOL.
He opens the door and goes on his journey to get some wood. Using his iron axe, he breaks down the tree until nothing is left untouched. He realizes there's not enough wood, so he goes down to break another tree until Spectre says this.
We should build some cool after we get more blocks. Hell yeah. I don't know what to build though. Maybe a castle. Oh, true.
Spectre had the idea of making a castle, and Frozen agreed, so he continued to chop as many trees as he possibly could. But Frozen was not prepared for what Spectre was about to say.
Hey dude, question mark. Did you move my bed? No? It's not there anymore.
It seems like Spectre's claiming to have lost his bed and is blaming it on Frozen for stealing it. But how could it be him? He was out chopping trees, unless someone else is with them on the server, or maybe he's delusional. Frozen made his way back home, where he met Spectre there. They stared deeply at each other, until something weird happened. Frozen is crazed about the lightning, whereas Spectre is just sitting there in silence, until he finally responded.
Dude, I have no clue.
But instead of the normal responses from Frozen, he took so long to type whatever, like he's annoyed. Frozen then told Spectre to just make a new one tomorrow, giving him part of the necessary items to make a new bed. And you'd think it cuts here, but it doesn't.
What do I do with this? The storm is scary. It's for the castle, remember? Oh, yeah.
They start having an interesting conversation, having Spectre ask when Frozen is coming to his house again, conflicting the fact that Frozen and Spectre are IRL friends and they have seen each other before. But Frozen, thinking about a reply, messaged some time, like he isn't sure if he will be able to see him again. And that's the last thing we see. It's now episode 2 and it starts off with them both in the house, but do you notice something strange? It's still nighttime. This means they are still in the same day as before and haven't even slept yet. Who knows how long they've been doing this? And the side effect of not sleeping is very crucial. A few I can list is fatigue, mood changes, and most importantly, hallucination. But for now, they seem okay, so let's continue.
I want to find some diamonds for once. Same dude. By the way, why didn't you come over to my house, dude? I hate the rain. Question mark. It's fine.
Well, that talk was a little weird, but again, as usual, they are entering out the house together, and judging by Spectre's message, they seem to be going mining. So they lead down to a strip mine I'm guessing they already created before, and yeah, they mine some coal, some iron, and then they go further down than they ever before, with Frozen looking back like he thought he saw something. Anyway, they continue mining on. And when everything seems fine, Spectre falls into lava while trying to mine for coal.
Oh
Spectre then goes to thank Frozen for saving him with water, and they continue on mining, looking for diamonds. And they finally struck gold, finding what they wanted in the first place, diamonds. As they both headed out the cave, they ecstatically celebrated by throwing diamonds everywhere. happily entering out as a successful night of mining. But it's not over yet.
You have to move on. What? What do you mean? I didn't say anything. Okay.
And that's where it cuts. But there's one key thing that I missed, and that's looking at the descriptions. You see, both episode 1 and 2 have cryptic messages in them. The first video, if you look in the description, you will see a sentence mixed with what looks like gibberish, but is actually Caesar cipher. And if we put that into a translator, it comes out with the following. That leads us with the following questions. Who's Steven? Is the world they're playing in Steven's mind? Or is this all a delusion? But if we move on to the second video, there is more to it than just a simple Caesar cipher. Let's go through the video real quick and tell me if you spot anything. Wait, pause. There. It's a sign. Let's zoom a little closer. You have to stop pretending. What do you guys think about all this? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear some answers to solve this riddle. Anyway, let's continue to the next episode. This time, instead of starting in the house, he starts out of his house mining trees, as a normal player would do. But this time there's a lot of wither roses, and he randomly starts noticing it. Seems like it leads down to a path.
Who made this? Path. Probably Spec.
He decides to go on the path anyway, and continues going until he finds this.
WTF. Don't go down there. Once you do, it's impossible to come back out. Okay. I'm going to go look for some coal. See you later.
He's confused. He's shaking. He just woke up in his house and he's doesn't know what's happening. It's like he teleported into a new dimension. Even the house just has white blocks, like his friend, Spectre. But then he goes outside to reveal that it's him and Spectre. It's like a disease that's covered the house. He's wondering where his friend's gone. He's not responding. Yo! Hello? You still in the game still? He's nervously running around, wondering where Spectre went. His best friend, that he built this world with, is gone, not responding. What happened? Spectre! What the fuck? How do you know my name? I'm gonna ban you.
This is the only time I'll ever be able to talk to you, most likely. But that's up to you.
I'm making you leave right now. Goodbye.
You can't ignore it forever. We have to move on and stop this madness. The madness of keeping him here. I'll be watching.
Just leave me alone. Please. Just get me out. Where am I? This video really helped us out as we were able to figure out a few things. Firstly, Frozen, the main character, is named Steven. So the phrase must mean the world he's playing in is all made up in his mind and must be his own delusion. Secondly, what makes this episode weird is the fact that it's the only one with the title being French. Invite, non-invite. That was probably offensive, but luckily I took French class, so I know exactly. Who am I kidding? I Google translated it, and it means
an uninvited guest.
Tied with the description saying, "Ah, I see. It's starting to take me over now." I think we're starting to understand more of the story. Lastly, we also heard Morse code throughout the video, which translates to "look at the channel username." But when I look at the channel username, it kinda looks normal. I mean, isn't that just a normal generated YouTube thing? I still decided to copy it anyway, and put it into a bunch of random generators to see if I could get anything. But after scrolling numerous times, I had no luck. I couldn't find anything. Let me know if you guys figure it out, but let's move on to the next episode. This episode starts like no other. It's Frozen, also known as Steven now, typing some weird sentences, like he's never done this before.
The only wisdom is knowing you know nothing. I like that quote. Why did he have to break it?
But then he all of a sudden stopped and deleted his whole chat, like nothing ever happened. As usual, he goes outside, but you notice something different about this. There's a lot of yellow dandelions and river roses outside that weren't there before. He remembers the path that he went last time and decides to follow it again, to see if anything weird is happening. that was the end. But I looked in the description and it seems like it was a hex code of some sort, so I went to translate it and it didn't work. And I tried a bunch of different things and it still didn't work. Until I looked in the comments and this one guy said it translates to Poor Steven using the A1Z26 code. So I tried that and it worked. It did translate to Poor Steven. It's a sunny day with no rain, and just like the title says, he's actually trying to take his mind off things, trying to calm his nerves, as he says. So he writes a plan in chat of what he should do in this episode. This video had a lot of strange moments that could mean a lot of things, but what I gathered from this is number 1, his inventory, which had an alphanumeric code using cooked chicken, spells out the word chicken. Number 2, the video was recorded close to Christmas where you're supposed to be jolly and not sad. Number 3, he spells out username using his crosshair at the end of the video. Based off the fact that username and channel name are similar, I believe he is still talking about the YouTube channel username. And then I had a spark in my brain. What if it's a YouTube channel link, as the amount of letters and numbers basically match up? So I tried it, and unfortunately it says this video isn't available anymore. So It must have been taken down. We were too late. It's the second last episode of the series.
Did you know that out of every person that's ever lived, through all of our history, the moon has always remained?
He's becoming so delusional that he's even talking to himself. Spectre isn't there anymore. He's talking to no one. But if you look closely at what's happening, it looks like he's recreating the first ever episode on the series. He starts chopping down trees and starts talking to no one about making a farm and no more hunting for food. He's fully lost it.
Stop this. It's honestly just sad. At this point, he was never really here, was he?
It was all just his imagination, and all he really wanted was his friend back. existed?